Hello everybody and welcome to the United Stand. Hope we're all doing very well. I am, and I hope you are as well, because it's Champions League night on tonight on That's Football. It's Champions League football live tonight. Liverpool against AC Milan, Manchester City against Leipzig, and an eye on everything else that's going on. Don't get much better than that. Doesn't get much better than that. It's not the United Stand. I always do that. But anyway, how are we all doing? I'm telling you what, I'm very excited to have the Champions League back. I'm doing a double watch along as well. The kings of the double watch along on this channel. So looking forward to it very much. Be on BT, won't it? Stoke versus Barnsley. Get in the bin. I'm not depressed. Liverpool, AC Milan. That'll do. That'll do for me. Liverpool against AC Milan. Oh, Rebic, Diaz, Kessie. Love it. Do you really like it? Do you really like it? Well, loving it. Just loving it like that. Luke says, I hope Liverpool and City lose. Well, you know, experienced Champions League sides with a style of play. I'm not so sure that will happen. But you never know. We did see... We saw a very Manchester United player we saw a very Manchester United performance last night where they could lose to absolutely anybody. I mean, we lost to Sheffield United last season, didn't we, when we were top of the league? So we're capable of everything, We're capable of everything. And... sorry, let's just have a look at the chat. We're on the... Sorry, just one thing I do want to say is we're on the road to 530,000, so please subscribe. Bottom right-hand corner. Sorry, someone asking me about Manscaped again. Just click it. Don't leave me like a fool. I'm daddy cool. So yeah, I mean, Liverpool are massive favourites in this game, and as are Manchester City, both at home. Let's go through the team news. I just realised I didn't check what I wanted to check there. This is the thing, when you're going from one stream to another, you don't get to do the old WhatsApp, and you've got a few WhatsApps. You know what I mean. Anyway, so we've got Inter Milan playing Real Madrid, Liverpool playing AC Milan. Let's first of all start with that. Alisson in goal, Trent, Matip, Gomez and Robertson. No Van Dijk. I don't know what that's all about. He's on the bench. Henderson, Fabinho and Keita. So he's mixed it up a little bit. Salah, Jota, Origi, Mane on the bench as well. So what's your thoughts on that, Liverpool fans? 8 o'clock kickoffs on all games. What's your thoughts on that? Initially, he's made a few changes there. So no Mane, no Van Dijk. What's that all about? You happy with that? Is that about, you know, trying to preserve his squad? I don't know. But quite interesting. Quite interesting that he's gone with that. It's called rotation, says Himanshu. Rubbish team, I think, says Darren G. Strange, but in Klopp we trust, says M. Lars. I mean, I don't actually know who's in this group. Let me just have a quick look. So you've got, this is Group B. So, I mean, to be honest with you, it's a bit of a risk. It is a bit of a risk from Klopp. That's why I was saying it, because Atletico Madrid and Porto are in this group. So, you know, to go weak in your home game against AC Milan, I say weakened, but it puts a lot of faith and trust in... I mean, the midfield's good, Keita, Henderson and Fabinho, but it puts a lot of trust in Jota and Origi and Gomez, which, you know, it's big game management, isn't it? It is big game management, but... I think that, you know, you want to win your home games. one thing Ollie did get right last night, and it was after the game, he said, if you win your home games and get an away win, you've got 12 points. The AC Milan team, Magnan in goal, Calabria, Kjaer, Tamori, Hernandez. I do like Tamori, keep your eye on him. Kessie and Banaka, Selemakers, Diaz, Rebic, and I can't pronounce the name of the person who's number 17. I can't do it. I think that's a BBC thing as well. I don't think that's how you pronounce his name either. On the bench for AC Milan, Giroud, Romagnelli, Florenzini, I always call him Florenzini. Florenzi. Anybody else you might know? Tonali's on the bench. I mean, it amazes me Tonali doesn't start for AC Milan. He's a fantastic player, but hopefully they'll give a good account of themselves. Look, got to be very careful here because they won the Euros, but my feeling is always that the Italians just aren't quick enough. But they did play us in the Europa League last year, AC Milan, and they were very good at Old Trafford. But be interesting to see how it goes. I don't know how well AC Milan have started this season in relation to results as we work through here. If you want to get your super chats, you can do through the link in the video description. Sorry, through the $sign. So Milan are second in the league. They've won their first 3 games, including games such as they beat Lazio 2-0 at the weekend. They beat Cagliari 4-1 and they beat Sampdoria 1-0. So they've had a good start to the season. Well done. Well done to AC Milan. Fantastic. They are good. They're playing well, and I think it'll be a difficult game. But I've got to say, big game management there from Jurgen Klopp to trust his wider squad, to give Mane and Van Dijk a rest. It's good. Kessie's deal does run out at the end of the year, Himanshu. You're right. You are right there. In relation to the Manchester City game, which we'll also be keeping an eye on. I'll be keeping an eye on a few of these games. Atletico Madrid, Porto, we'll keep an eye on that. As we know, in Manchester City's group, they've got PSG and they've got Club Bruges. PSG also kicking off at 8 o'clock in Belgium. The Manchester City team, they're playing Leipzig. They've got Ederson in goal, Cancelo, Diaz, Aki and Zinchenko, De Bruyne, Rodri and Silva, Grealish, Torres and Mahrez. And the Leipzig team, Galashi, who's the Hungarian goalkeeper, Klosterman, Orban, Mukiel, Angelino, Lema, Adams, Olmo, Forsberg, and Kunku, and Andre Silva. It's a good team. It's a good team, that is, you know. It's an interesting game because I think that Leipzig team would probably give Leicester a game. So they're not a bad side at all. And Poulsen on the bench for them. But obviously a couple of their players have gone. Sabitz has gone to Bayern, hasn't he? So, but they've got some good players. I think both games are very intriguing to me tonight because AC Milan are a good side. Leipzig are a good side. I don't know what Leipzig's. I've not paid any attention to the foreign leagues this season, I've got to say. Which is a bit naughty of me because I do like Serie A and it is on Channel 5 this season, but for some reason I've just not. I think because last season I didn't watch it, I need to get back into the swing of things. So Leipzig have not had an amazing start to the season, have they? They're in mid-table. They've played 4 games and they've lost 3. So they're having a bad season, Leipzig. In fact, recent results for Leipzig. They got beat 4-1 by Bayern Munich at the weekend. They lost to Wolfsburg. They smashed Stuttgart and they lost to Mainz. So very bad season so far for Leipzig. So you'd expect Man City to win that one, wouldn't you? You would expect that. Well, your score predictions in the games. I think Liverpool will win 2-1. And I think Man City will win 3-0. So that's what I'm going to go with. Yeah, definitely. Definitely in that sense. What team do you support? Do people generally not know who I support? Manchester United. United stand 1.1 million subscribers wearing a Ronaldo t-shirt. Which might not mean I support Manchester United, to be fair. I'll give you that. But I do. That's who I support. Make sure you subscribe, by the way. Everybody's welcome on That's Football. It doesn't matter who you support. It's a channel for everybody to get involved in. And my dad won't let me watch Liverpool because he's a real fan, says Mahmood. And Mark, thoughts on the PSG game? says FaZe. I don't really have any thoughts on it, really. If I'm honest with you. I've got to be honest, I'm not one of those people who are obsessed about Messi at PSG. For me, Ronaldo coming back to Manchester United is a dream. But he's also coming to the Premier League, which is the best league in the world. I mean, I'm very glad that Messi didn't go to Man City, but I'd like to have seen him play in the Premier League. I'm not massively respectful of the French league, as I've said before. Please subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. We're on the road to 530,000, and we could hit it tonight. We're currently on 529,400. So we could hit 530 tonight. Make sure you subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. Share the video if you have subscribed. You can click the share button underneath and share it on Twitter, Facebook, whatever. That would be fantastic. And smash a like on the video. Let's get involved. Did you see my message on United Stand? Lots of love, mate, says Sam Ameson. I recall it, Sam. Was it the one at the very end where you said, I thought you didn't, you said Ollie's got to progress his tactics, but you say it's not the time for progress or something like that. Well, but I think it's a good point. I think it's a good point. Now is not the time for progress. We can't have progress anymore. We've got to be succeeding right here, right now. But there's different levels of progress. I think United have sold this story of progress is going to happen in the next 2 or 3 years. We're not waiting anymore. But having said that, you can have short-term progress. Like last night was crap. You either sack the manager, which is irresponsible and not the time, in my opinion, or you don't sack the manager, which is what I would do, but I would demand that there is a progression from last night to the West Ham game in the way that we play football. Bellingham with another goal and assist, amazing. Bellingham's a baller. Bellingham is a baller. He's an absolute baller. He's a fantastic player. I'm not messing around. He is absolutely superb, and I would love him to come to Manchester United, as I'm sure most Premier League clubs would. But yeah. Phil Jones is being ill-treated, says David Moyes. Progress would be Ollie out and Conte in, says Sean Turner. Thanks for the super chats. For those who are doing it, you can do it through the $sign. And as I said, please subscribe. Bottom right-hand corner. We're trying to get up to 530,000 tonight. Share the video. Smash a like. We've got 4,000 watching. It's not even the start of the game yet. But I'm just going to put a tweet out about Bellingham, actually. Dun 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 dun. He's another generational talent, though, mate. I nearly said Mason Greenwood, but Jude Bellingham is another player who is a generational talent without doubt. I will do. How will I do this? How did I do it last time? So I've got my TV there, and I think I'll pop that one there like that. That'll work. Mark, at the point, I'd take Sean Dyche over Ollie. At least the memes wouldn't disappoint. Says Nicola K. And Eva Petterson, I can't read that super chat out. I'm afraid it's too sexual. Good evening again. Advath Warrior says Ehab. What do you think? Who do you think is going to win the Champions League, Mark? Anyway, massive fan, says Ryan. Yes. Well, yes, Ryan. Imagine if I'd know. No, it's all right. That is a very good question, Ryan. And it's a question I really like. Who's going to win the Champions League this year? Everyone's saying Ollie out after one defeat. Does that mean that Klopp or Pep loses tonight? They have to go. Nonsense fan base, says iMac. I'll leave that one for people to react to. I have an opinion on it, but I want to answer the Champions League one first. Who do I think is going to win the Champions League? Well, look, it's the first real night I've done a watch along away from Manchester United from the Champions League. So it's the first night I feel that the Champions League is beyond my club. Not that we can't win it, but it's about watching Champions League football, and I love the Champions League. United weren't in it last. Well, we were, and we got knocked out before Christmas. But I love the Champions League. I think it's the best tournament. It's a shame they're looking to change it. I was furious when the Super League was trying to make it redundant. I love the Champions League, and I think it's a very exciting tournament. And I think if you love football, it doesn't matter whether you're a United fan, an Everton fan, even an Arsenal fan. You can watch the Champions League and just enjoy it for what it is. It's the elite world tournament. Who can win it this year? Get in the chat. Mark, I still can't understand why we 5 at the back against bloody young boys. Shocking, says Hankish. Mark, I read today that we are hiring Roy Delap as a throwing coach. If you know, you know. Stoke 2010, says Casper Sommer. Thanks for the super chats. Still lots of United fans not over last night, and I don't blame them, to be fair. Who do I think is going to win it? Well, here's an interesting thing. Somebody just said that PSG's bench is crap. So let's have a look at the PSG team tonight, because I think PSG are a consideration. Navas, Hakimi, Marquinhos, Kimpembe, Diallo, Wijnaldum, Paredes, Herrera, Messi, Mbappe, Neymar. The front three is amazing. The bench is Icardi, Danilo, Draxler, Kera, Mendes, Abimbe, Bishibu, Alu, Bitsamalazo, Donnarumma, Letelier. So I don't know where Verratti is. I don't know where Ramos is. I don't know where Di Maria is. So they have got players missing. But I do think they're probably injured, to be fair. But I do think you've got to consider PSG to be one of the favourites. My favourites, and I'm going to give you three, are Chelsea, Manchester City and Bayern Munich. I think Liverpool are going to go for one or the other. I don't think Liverpool will go for the Champions League and the Premier League, and I think Liverpool will be more in for the Premier League this year. So it's not that Liverpool can't win it, but it's not that Atletico Madrid can't win it. It's not that PSG can't win it, but I think the winners will come from Bayern Munich, Manchester City or Chelsea. As for Manchester United, I think everyone's given up on them because of the young boys result. I wouldn't. I think United could go deep into the tournament, but I do think it'll be one of those three. And if I've got to put a name on it, I don't think it'll be City. I don't think it'll be City. I think it'll be. I'm going to go Bayern. For some reason, Bayern's in my head, but that doesn't make sense because I think it will be a Premier League team. Nonsense fan base, defeats in 11 in a competition where the difference in the top teams is tactics. If we had Conte, we could get to semis with ease, says Sean Turner. I think that's in relation to that comment that came out about Man United fans being reactionary to one loss. I think there are levels of reactionary. I think that there are fans that just react to bad results. I often get frustrated by Arsenal fans who every time they lose a game, they're like, get the manager out, and then they win a game and they shut up, and then the manager out again. I personally think the frustration in relation to Manchester United fans last night, and my frustration, isn't to do with being Ollie out. It's to do with I'm tired of players coming out the next day saying we've got to bounce back. This has been going on for 8 years, as I said on the United stand. And I'm tired of seeing us play bad football. That's what I'm frustrated about. That's what I don't think is reactionary. That's what I think is has to change. So that's it for me. The football's not good enough. It's not reactionary. Anybody can lose one game, but the football's not good enough and it needs to improve. I'm really excited about this Liverpool AC Milan game. I'm actually more excited than I thought it was going to be, because I think that this AC Milan side's a good side, and I think with Klopp not starting Mane and Van Dijk, it just gives an opportunity potentially for them to get something out of this. So let's see what's going to happen. I'm just going to get the Man City game up as well. You've got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. By gum, you've got to pump it up. Right, tonight on That's Football, we're doing a watch-along for Liverpool against AC Milan, and we're going to do Manchester City versus Leipzig, if I can get it up. That shouldn't be doing that. That should be connected to... That shouldn't do that. I'll have a look at that in a minute. Come on, AC Milan, beat Liverpool, says Joseph. Joseph. That's what we want. That's what we want. That's what it was. Jacob and Sons spent all of the day in the fields with sheep. Jacob and Sons. Joseph, who was Jacob's favourite son. Who remembers Joseph in his Technicolor Dreamcoat? Well, I was walking along by the banks of the river when 7 fat cows came up out of the Nile. Oh, bop shawadawa, bop shawadawa. Well, I know that you've been stupid, but I don't have a clue. So come on, Joseph. I can't remember the rest of the words for you. Right, we're ready. We're ready. We got it. We got Man City there. I've got Liverpool there. You have world-class players, but the coach isn't at the world-class level. He won't get the best out of those players. It's going to be a massive problem, says Sean Turner. The chat continues. Make sure you subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. I'm very eager to get us to 530,000 tonight, and we're currently on 529,450. So subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. Give the video a share. And welcome to everybody. The Champions League's back. We've got a double watch along. We've got Man City on there. We've got Liverpool on there. I'm just going to figure something out here as well. How far behind is that then? I could do with that being better. It's back a minute. We will defend our title this year as well, says Gorav. Good old Gorav. Getting your score predictions then. First of all, the Manchester City, not the Manchester City game. First of all, the Liverpool game. What's your thoughts on that? I'm going to go... I've already done mine, haven't I? I can't change it. I said 3-0 to Man City and did I say 2-1 to Liverpool? So yeah, I think that's what will happen. Turn that down a bit, please. Sorry, I'm just trying to, technology-wise, some things happen when you're live, and I've got to sort this out. Hey, Jude. Don't work it out. You have found her, now go and get her. Na, 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 na. I don't even like it. Hi Mark, happy birthday to Jack, who is in Galway, says Alan McLaughlin. And Sean Turner, we've done that one as well. And who is the best tactical coach in the world, says Sean Turner. Probably Pep. The frustration has been there for years now, says Dexter. Thanks for those super chats coming in. Kessie's a beast at CDM. I can't wait to watch Kessie, actually. I really like him. Yeah. Mark, which is the greatest individual performance you've ever seen in the Champions League? Says Aman. What a question. Eyes on Kessie. I hope he joins United next summer, says Himanshu. And what's your thoughts on Lukaku? Because says Jacob Simon. And let's get rid of that. I think Lukaku is a fantastic player who's going to do a great job at Chelsea. Yeah. So that's what I think about that. I need to get the timer up. Roy Keane in '99 semi-final in Turin was something very, very special. Yes. We've already kicked off in the Liverpool game. Knobhead. Sorry about that. I will get the timer up on the screen. We're not long into it. I'm just trying to multitask a little bit here. Let me just whack in 30 seconds. We're just coming up for 30 seconds here. I'm very excited by this Liverpool game. Very excited by the Liverpool game tonight. Not because of Liverpool, just because I'm hoping AC Milan, who are banging form after winning their first 3 games of the season. They've got some good players. As I said, can't believe Tonali doesn't even start for them. I'm a big fan of Tonali, but he doesn't start for them. So I'm watching, at the moment, I'm going to be watching Liverpool against AC Milan, but I am going to get the Man City game up. I'm just messing around here, trying to find it on my Sky Go. Zlatan is injured, Destructor. He's not technically injured. The issue with Zlatan is he's just coming back from an injury, so they don't want to just chuck him in. So Liverpool on the attack here. Good start from Liverpool. There we go. That's perfect. Who do I want to win? Definitely I want AC Milan and Leipzig to win. Leipzig have just put a cross in there, actually, where Aki stuck his foot out. And he's caught the player quite late, to be honest. I think he's got the ball first. Anyway, corner for Liverpool. Trent's on it. Cross comes in. Headed away. Who's the number 17 for AC Milan? I cannot pronounce his name. Can somebody shorten it? Catch there by the AC Milan keeper. Obviously no more Donnarumma. He's gone. It's a good test for them today to see what they're all about. Maignan in a goal. Reminds me about Maignan. I can't pronounce his name, but he wasn't at AC Milan, was he? He was at a French club, funny enough. And I think he was at a French club anyway. He's very well thought of. Leo, that's his name! Oh, what a chance for Origi. Cross came in. I thought he put it in the bottom corner. He's put it wide, and Klopp's very happy. And this is the thing, isn't it? 3 minutes in, that's a golden opportunity for United. If you're United, you see this like once every fortnight. Liverpool have had a chance in the first 3 minutes. Style of football. He came in from Lille. What a tempo from the Real G. Look, I don't enjoy watching Liverpool. I don't enjoy watching Man City, but I don't know whether you feel like this as a United fan. You know, when you watch a Chelsea or even a Brighton and a Liverpool and things like that, a team with a style of play where everyone knows what they're doing and you know they're moving the ball properly. I mean, look at your Liverpool here. It's just so more intense. The tempo's so much quicker. They're looking to play between the lines. They're not looking to hit these long balls from their centre backs. Like they're actually moving, pass and move, pass and move. The wide players are coming back. You know, Salah's passing it back to the goalkeeper. Everybody's moving all the time. Etihad is super empty. They just can't. You know what? I know Man City fans hate it, but they can't fill that ground. Consistently, they just can't fill it yet. Trent's coming forward here. Good tackle. Cross comes in. Good tackle. Does Ollie know that Fred has been poor this season, says Ahmed. I think many people thought that Fred played well yesterday, so Ollie will probably see that as progress, to be honest. Milan have started off on the back foot here, but you would expect that, really. Leipzig, of course, have got a new coach. Nagelsmann's at Bayern. Good win for them last night. I haven't even seen the goals yet. This could be a goal. Wide again. 2 shots in 4 minutes for Liverpool. Do 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 do. So Liverpool could have been 2-0 up here. They certainly could have been 1-0 up. They had two really good chances there. It's my birthday today, says essentially Eric. Happy birthday, mate. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a good day. It's only Wednesday and I want the week to already. Why UFC? Don't know what he's talking about there. Cairo says, what do you think about the new YouTube update on mobile? It reminds me of Twitch chats. I don't know. I've not really noticed it, mate. So I can't comment on that. AC Milan side, Magnon in goal, Calabria at right back, Kjaer, Tomori centre backs. Tomori obviously formerly of Chelsea. Hernandez at left back, Benacer and Kessie as the midfielders. Salamakers, Diaz and Lau as the three behind Rebic. They've certainly got players who can cause problems. They're on the attack now with Lau. Hernandez has got it on the left. And he was offside. I live in Manchester and loads of my mates are at this City game. They were on sale for £15 and still can't fill the stadium, says Titan. Yeah, I mean, look, whether it's a banter point or not, good cross by Origi. No, goes for a corner. Kjaer is there to put it out. Whether it's a banter point or not, they can't fill that stadium. It's not even about not having enough fans. What's the capacity? Because they haven't got enough fans. Like, the capacity of that ground is too big for their support. They've got to grow a support. They bought Ronaldo, they would have filled it. But that's what Man City know. They've got to do that. They've got to build a support. Anyway, it's a corner for Liverpool here, who've started off very well in the first 7 minutes. Goal! What a stop! I thought that was a goal. Right on Matip's head. He's about level with the penalty spot. He heads it towards the top corner. It's a lovely header. It's probably not got enough power on it. And the keeper just grabs hold of it, to be fair. It looked like it was going to be a goal. But it's not a goal. Hello, Satoshi. 55,000 is the capacity of the empty. It's too much. Too many fans. They haven't got enough fans for that, I'm afraid. Mark, would you take Cleverley back at United? Says Joel Morris. No. Of course I wouldn't. Here's Trent into the box. And that is a goal. 1-0 to Liverpool. It's been coming. They've been all over them, to be honest. It's Trent with the goal. What's that? 1-0 in the first 10 minutes. They've absolutely battered them. Well, I said just before the Trent goal, they've had two good chances to make it 1-0. They've definitely taken it now. Who's gone with the runner of Trent? It's that Lau who's not gone with him. And it's deflected in off Tomori over the keeper's head. He can't do anything about it. A little bit fortuitous, but you get fortune. Fortune favours the brave. Liverpool have gone for it in the first 10 minutes. It's a lucky goal. I don't know whether Trent will get the goal. It could go down as an own goal because he's trying to cross it, to be fair. But it goes off Tomori's foot over the keeper's head, and it's 1-0 to Liverpool. Klopp's over the moon. He wanted that early goal. You sense he wanted that early goal, and he's got it. And they're all over AC Milan here. And the Goldbridge prediction that Italian football is still too slow to live with high-end Premier League football is true so far. But they've had two. Origi's had a chance. I think was it Jota had a chance, and then Trent's scored there. So they're all over the moment. Ajax 2-0 up as well. Thanks for that in the chat. But 10 minutes here, and Liverpool are all over Milan. Milan have been poor, really. Another shot there. Henderson straight at the keeper. So already they've had 4 shots in the first 10 minutes. Man United managed 2 in the whole 90 minutes against Young Boys last night. And I don't want to keep going on about that, but my point is, it's about style of play, it's about tempo, it's about intent. Can Arsenal ever win the Champions League trophy, says Hunter. I don't know about that. Is AC Milan though? Come on, lads. Have a go, have a go, have a go. Have a go. Slip him in, Rebic. Into the box, nice little ball, good it back. Have a go, low. He's gone for it. Matip's with him. He looks a bit shit, that number 17. Look at Matip bringing it forward. Nice ball into Salah. First touch is good. Liverpool look in the groove, don't they? Man City still 0-0 at the moment. Perfect start for Liverpool. Put some respect on Lau. I'm probably not even doing his name. Salah into the box. This could be 2. Good block. I think it's Tomori that time. Slides in. It is. He wants to impress here, Tomori. You know he does. I like Tomori. But look at this from Salah. Foot on the ball. Pulls it back. Gets a shot on his right foot. And it's a good block by Tomori. Liverpool are playing very well at the moment. Reactive. It's just high tempo, high intensity football. And it reaps the dividends. And look, AC Milan are not a terribly organised side, but they're up against it here. Another corner from Trent, and good header away by Kjaer that time. Ajax are beating Sporting 2-0. Thanks very much for that update. Ajax are in Dortmund's group, 2-0 up. There's a yellow card happening now. To Benanka. Has given a penalty for on Robertson. Oh, it's harsh. Harsh penalty that. I think that's a really harsh penalty. Well, so Salah's got a chance to make it 2. I mean, I don't think that's a penalty in the Premier League. But I think in Europe it probably is. I don't think that would be a pen in the Prem. I think that's why I probably think it's a bit harsh. But his hands, it's a bit like the PSG one, isn't it? For Rashford. Oh, he's made a great save, Mannion. And again, double save. Fantastic goalkeeping from Mannion. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Double save. What a super save that was. Straight at him, but it's a difficult one. And then he gets up and makes another save as well. Is it Mannion? I don't know how you pronounce his name, but it's a fantastic double save, and it stays 1-0. Salah misses the penalty. Game on. I'm glad he saved it anyway for many reasons. One, it's against Liverpool, but 2, you want the game to be a bit competitive, and at the moment they're just running rampant here. Liverpool, they're absolutely all over them. I mean, it could be like it should be 2-0. It should be 2-0. Why don't I think it was a penalty? I do think it was a penalty in Champions League football. In the Premier League, that's not a penalty. I don't think. I don't know what to be fair, I don't know what a handball is in the Premier League anymore, because I think last season we saw so many times. Remember Salah, was it against Fulham, where he knocked it over the player and the player sort of went like that and it still wasn't a penalty. But in the Champions League, they're a little bit more. Well, we saw it for Man City, didn't we, last year? Was it Man City against Dortmund? If it basically touches your hand, it's a penalty in the Europe Champions League. But in the Premier League, they're a little bit less strict. Zlatan's not playing. He's not fit enough to play in this game, apparently. But he is fit. He's just coming back. But yeah, very impressive start by Liverpool. Mark, I can't help think with Fred in our midfield, we can never play a high-tempo football. We miss Matic, to be fair, says YUFC. Yeah, but you just can't play every game, Matic, can he? Still 0-0 Man City and Leipzig. Leipzig have started off quite well in the game, to be fair. Remember, Liverpool have made a couple of changes today. Jota playing on the left instead of Mane, and Origi playing through the middle. And no place for Van Dijk either. He's been rested for Gomez, which, to be fair, is probably quite intelligent from Klopp, really, because we forget that Van Dijk's missed a whole year. Lau trying to put a cross in. Henderson will clear it. 1-0 to PSG. Ander Herrera scored. Thanks everyone who's tuning in, by the way. Got 8,000 watching. Make sure you subscribe. Bottom right hand corner. We're trying to get up to 530,000 tonight. So thanks everyone who is tuning in. Please smash a like and share the video. Grealish with a bit of a chance a couple of minutes ago. No, it was headed for a corner actually. I thought Grealish was going to get in on the back post from a cross from Mahrez, but he didn't get in on a back cross from Mahrez. But it is 1-0 to Manchester City, and it's Aki who has scored for Manchester City. I'm surprised nobody's mentioned this in the chats because it is 1-0 to Manchester City. Unless it gets disallowed, Aki has scored for Manchester City from the corner. Poor defensively from Leipzig, to be fair, but it looks like it will be given. Cross came in from the corner. Yeah, that's not. It's a fantastic leap. It's a good header. I mean, he's only about 6 yards out, but he just leaps really, really well and heads it in. Very good goal. He wanted it and he got it. Thanks for the super chat from Daniel M. Feels like Liverpool created more chances in the first 10 minutes than United have had all season. Depressing to watch, says Daniel M. Yeah, they probably have actually. Nobody cares about City. Yeah, I don't think anybody's watching the City game. I can't blame you, really. They're just a dull team, aren't they? Man City fans will hate me for saying this, but the chat's talking about PSG scoring. We're watching the Liverpool game. Nobody really gives a shit about Man City, and this is the problem they've got. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So 20 minutes gone. Liverpool still dictating this game. Milan have not been as impressive as I thought they might be. They've sort of got lost in the atmosphere here. And Liverpool's talent and ability and tempo has been too much for them. Keita into Fabinho. Running the game at the moment. Space everywhere. Salah into the box. Corner. I love this. I love this. I love this. So NBA Youngboy says, "Shut up, Mark." Oh, it's been deleted by Van de Candy. He said, "Shut up, Mark. Situ is king. Can't even spell the name of the team that you tell him is the king. He spelt it C-I-T-U. The few fans they have can't even spell the bloody name right. Good header again. Mane's got there from Matip. That's 2 chances he's had now off his head. Keeper's been there both times. Lovely cross. Good header. Keeper does his job again. Good keeper, Magnon. If that's how you say it. Come on, Milan. Score a football goal. Get us excited. Mark, it's genuinely pronounced my nan. Okay, I'm definitely going to do that now. Rest in peace to my nan. I loved my nan. Shout out to my nan. Milan. Imagine if Ronaldo played for Liverpool. Well, yes and no. I think he'd get a lot of chances, but also remember Salah and Mane are wide forwards, so they're not necessarily... Salah and Mane don't necessarily look to create for Firmino, do they? That's the whole point. That's why he doesn't get loads of goals, really, although he does miss a lot. The road is long, long, with a many ways into... Switch the City game to Paris PSG. Do you think? Nah. Thursday night, Channel 5, says Benny. What's that all about? Salah, Trent. I don't think anybody should have to do the Europa League watch-along. I'm a firm believer that nobody should have to do the Champions League, the Europa League watch-along. The only people who should watch Europa League football are the people like Leicester and anybody else who's in it. You shouldn't have to watch it. You shouldn't want to watch it. No, I'm going to keep the City game on. You can update me on PSG. A foul on Kessie there. We need a half-time debate to be had as well. So if you've got any ideas for that. Do I think Coutinho will return to Liverpool? And that's from Philip Coutinho. Where is Philip Coutinho now? Is he playing for Barcelona? Is he getting any game time? What night are Arsenal playing? 3 o'clock on Saturday. Like the same as Brighton and every other team that's not in Europe. Good run by Origi here down the right-hand side, but Tamori, very physical with him there, showed some upper body strength. Milan just need to settle in a little bit here. Have you seen the new Schumacher documentary on Netflix? Says Robin. I'm going to watch it. It's not a documentary; it's a film, isn't it? I'm going to start watching it tonight. Actually, I'm so bad because I do. You know, I've been trying to do a little bit of exercise recently, and I do have a very busy life, and you know, sleep's important. So, but I'm terrible at just putting something on at 11 o'clock at night and being up for ages. Christmas talk at half time, says Dean. Bloody hell. I know what you mean though, Dean. It's sort of like the nights are coming in a bit, aren't they? It's my favourite time of the year actually, now until Christmas. I love the autumn and you know, Halloween, bonfire night, Champions League football group stage. It's good. I do like this time of year, but sad to say goodbye to the summer, of course. But I think it's a bit early to talk about Christmas. Jeannie says, excluding Ronaldo, what do you think of the performance of the players so far United made beginning of the season? I think Varane is a fantastic player and will be a fantastic player. I think Jadon Sancho is going to take a bit of time to adjust. I predicted that, you know, so I'm quite chilled about Sancho. When we bought Bruno, I expected him to hit the ground running, even though we bought him in January. With Sancho, I didn't expect him to hit the ground running, and it hasn't happened, so I'm not too worried. I think the big problem with Sancho is that we don't play a style of football that suits him. Citizen Kane says, Mark loves the Champions League group stage because it's the only stage Manchester United are in it. I mean, you know, the fact that you haven't told us what club you support makes me not feel bantered by your comment, really, because you're probably an Arsenal fan. Oh, Ahmed, you're getting very boring. I'm sorry. It's time out, and if I see it again, it's gone. Okay? AC Milan are having a bit of possession here after 25 minutes, which is a good thing to see, because Liverpool absolutely ran them ragged for the first 15. Nice ball out wide. Just seen Nkunku there. Career mode, if you know, you know. A little bit late on Grealish. But if you know, you know. There has been a couple of Champions League games today, by the way. You may already know about that. Bellingham with a goal and an assist. What a player he's going to be. 2-1 win in Turkey against Besiktas, and Sheriff beat Shakhtar 2-0 as well. PSG are beating Club Brugge 1-0 at the moment. Herrera with the goal. Man City are beating Leipzig 1-0. Ake with the goal. Atletico Madrid and Porto 0-0. They're in Liverpool's group. Sporting 0, Ajax 2, and Inter Milan 0, Real Madrid 0. Just as an insight, because we all love football, of course, the lineups between Inter Milan and Real Madrid: Handanovic, Skriniar, De Vrij, Bastoni, Darmian, Barella, Brozovic, Calhanoglu, Perisic, Dzeko, Martinez. It's not a bad Inter Milan side. I mean, obviously Lukaku went to Chelsea because it was his dream, but if you mean, look at that team again: Handanovic, Skriniar, De Vrij, Bastoni, Darmian, Barella, Brozovic, Calhanoglu, Perisic, Dzeko and Martinez. If Lukaku's still there, that's still a very good Inter Milan side, considering they've got Dumfries on the bench. Alexis Sanchez, I think, is on the bench. Still got Kolarov, D'Ambrosio, Radu, Vidal. It's not a terrible Inter Milan side. Real Madrid: Courtois, Carvajal, Militao, Alaba, Nacho, Valverde, Casemiro, Modric, Vasquez, Benzema, Vinicius. Still a work in progress, that Real Madrid side for me. Don't think it will do anything amazing. Camavinga's on the bench, Jovic on the bench, Isco on the bench, Hazard on the bench. I don't know what's going on with Gareth Bale, if anyone does. AC Milan, Walao, crossed. Ooh, Gomez sticks his foot out. Henderson clears it away. Bit better from AC Milan. Couldn't be any worse than the first 15. If you're interested in the Championship games, Forest are losing to Middlesbrough, James Garner. Birmingham are losing to Fulham, Chong. Swansea 0-0 with Millwall. And Ethan Laird is starting in that game. Lone watch. Did you watch The Room? Says Red Baron. No. 2-0 to Man City. It's 1-1 in PSG as well, but it's 2-0 to Manchester City here. What's your favourite Premier League team to watch other than United, says Matt Wall? That's a bloody good question, that is. Just watching the City goal back here. Good play by De Bruyne. It's an own goal. I don't know what he's doing there. Is it Muduke? Moody is in the mud if it's in. I don't know what he's doing. I don't actually know what he's doing. Sign him up as the number 9. So it's 2-0. It's also 1-1 in the Club Brugge game as well. But Man City here, you'd say it's probably game over in that game already. Yeah, if you didn't see it, basically, De Bruyne skips past 2 or 3 players, puts a nice cross into the box, defender heads it into his own goal. There's no one even near him. If he doesn't touch it, it goes to Grealish on the back post, but he's not under pressure from Grealish. Here's Liverpool, cut back, headed away. Not headed away, cleared away. Messi's just hit the crossbar, says Boza. Amir says, where were you yesterday? Don't know. What are we talking about? It was Mukiel who scored the goal for City, the second goal. Trying to get a move. Fancies himself as the Man City number 9. Ahmed's not back, don't worry. Harry says, I saw you at the roundabout when I was walking to school. Cheers, Harry. I was walking my daughter to school. Mark, the way Liverpool play v how we play is night and day. Look at the press, said Jamie. Yeah. Somebody's actually telling me Mukiel is a defender. It's sarcasm. You'll get used to it if you stick around on this channel. Please do subscribe, by the way. Bottom right-hand corner. We're on the road to 530,000. So bottom right-hand corner to subscribe. You're very, very welcome to the channel. We do a lot of watch-alongs on here. Always on Champions League nights as well. Oh, Manion is just giving a corner up here. Bit of a mistake. We're 300 away from 530,000, so please subscribe, bottom right hand corner. If you have subscribed, smash a like on the video and share it, please. Watch the PSG game, Mark, says SB. I might put it on in the second half. PSG have conceded, though. It is 1-1 in that game. Club Brugge. Corner here for Liverpool. Trent's on it. Mark, do you think Barcelona will be back to their glory days? Says Gary. No. I don't even know why I took a second or two to think about it. I mean, they got absolutely battered last night, didn't they? They're a long way back. I think Real Madrid will be back before Barcelona, but I think Barcelona have got a lot of problems. At least you know that Real Madrid are going to buy Mbappe. They're going to try and buy Haaland. Barcelona, I just don't know. I don't know the politics of Barcelona, but it's going to be a long way back. Even if United play amazing for a month or two, I think there is always the concern with Oli. He'll go back to Stoke 2010, says Brad Barron. Well, you just hope that Real Madrid, you just hope that Ronaldo, will not allow that to happen. Anyway, we've not decided on a half-time topic. And where's Gareth Bale? Is he just not part of the plans again, or is he injured? It's weird with Bale. I mean, the Spurs loan actually, I thought, was a good move for somebody who might want to play a bit of football. Trent. Blocked. What the hell is that number 17 doing, Lau? He's dodgy. Just inviting pressure. Politics at half-time, no. He's injured, Bale, for 2 months. What a waste of money. I mean, he's not been a waste of money in overall, but over the last few years he has been, hasn't he? Smart says, would you rather have... No, somebody did say, would you rather have Ndidi or Rice? Come on, give me a half-time topic. Top 5 takeaways. Well, I'd like a takeaway now, but I'm trying to be good. I won't do it. Cross comes in. Back post. Headed away. Well, Liverpool have been very good. And remember, they have rested Mane and Van Dijk. So, Salah missed a penalty as well. 2-1 Sporting. Ajax are winning 2-1, but Sporting have got a goal back. Talk about Fulham. Nah. Matt Wall says, who's your favourite Premier League team to watch? Well, my favourite Premier League team to watch is Manchester United because that's my team. We're not an enjoyable watch, but when it's your team, it matters more, doesn't it? So, Leipzig have scored, but he was offside. Andre Silva. The offside just played on. Yeah, he's well off. Well off. I've been a Club Brugge fan for years, and I got to say we're playing with confidence, says Kevin. Thanks for the super chat, Kevin. If you want to do a super chat, you can do that through the $sign. Thanks everyone who's tuning in. We nearly got 9,000 watching. Thanks for tuning in. What we're doing at the weekend, I think Craig's going to do Leeds Newcastle on Friday night. There's a Friday night game on Friday night, funnily enough. I'm going to do the 3 o'clock games on Saturday. I mean, just keeping an eye on all the fixtures and having a chat for a couple of hours. And then we've got Chelsea Spurs on Sunday. So lots to get involved in over the weekend. Here we go. Milan. Fabinho gets rid of it. I think Liverpool have been very impressive. I mean, I know some Liverpool fans are getting a bit sort of, what's the word? Protective of the fact that people aren't talking about them being title contenders, etc. But I think that's because City won the league and Chelsea won the Champions League, and Liverpool had a bad season last year. But it's not a massive leap of the imagination to think that Liverpool could win the Champions League or the Premier League. Klopp's one of the best managers in the world, and Liverpool basically still have the team that won the Premier League and the Champions League a couple of years ago. So I think with Liverpool, though, it's just about, are they going to get any more injuries? Is that going to impact on them? Because they didn't really buy anybody in the summer, did they? Apart from Canate, who never plays. Best team in Champions League history, mine is Milan around 07. Dida, Cafu, Nesta, Dida, Cafu, Nesta, Maldini, Stam, Pirlo, Seedorf, Gattuso, Kaka, Inzaghi, Shevchenko. Isn't that the team that nearly lost to Liverpool, though? Where is Lozano now? Someone just asked me for my opinion on him. I don't even bloody know where he is. I know he was at PSV and then he went to Italy. I don't even know where he is now. I've not heard about Lozano for a long time. Mark, do you have merchandise? Well, I'm wearing something now. United Stand. Just type in United Stand Shopify. Good turn of pace here. Rebic. Oh, Gomez does well. He's at Napoli now. Angelino down the left-hand side here for Leipzig. Cuts it back. Corner. You're going to make a Fred top, says Jamie. I'm trying to think of a joke. Yeah, it can be something like born in Stoke with a big smiley face. Ronnie, I think I am going to put PSG versus Club Brugge on in the second half, but Origi's just gone down injured here. Samori caught him a little bit late. I think he's going to be all right. They've had a bit of a battle, Origi and Tomori, to be fair. I like Tomori. I think a lot of Chelsea fans like Tomori. But he's just not been able to get his... just didn't get his chance, did he? I think he'll be back in the Prem at some point. Opinions on Everton at the moment. They've just got to keep doing their thing, you know. Consistency is key in the Premier League. Milan on the attack here. Nice ball wide. Oh, goes out for a goal kick. Still haven't landed on a chat or a topic that I'm really looking forward to doing at half time. Oh, I tell you what, AC Milan have been very, very sloppy in this game. I mean, the only thing I would say is if you're a Liverpool fan or you're Jurgen Klopp, you'd be saying this game should be over already. Missed penalty. They've had lots and lots of chances. They should be more than 1-0 up. Rebic! He's offside. He's not. He's onside. Rebic, you bitch. Bottom corner. Get in, Rebic, you bitch. Get in. Lovely finish by Rebic. And lovely bit of play by Milan. I thought he might be offside. Kjaer's having a chat. And I was just saying that. Literally, I was just saying that. Liverpool should be 2-0 up at least. The game should be pretty much in the bag. And they've just, 1-0 is always a dangerous score. That's a big goal. Let's watch it back. It's good build-up play by Milan. They're starting to grow in confidence. The game should have been over, but they've got back into the game. He's well onside, Rebic. Slips him in. I think it was Lau with the assist, and he's put it lovely and low past Alisson. How low can you go? Pretty low. Alisson can't do anything about that. And it's 1-1. AC Milan. Right on half-time. Got a game on our hands, folks. We've got a game on our hands. But yeah, I was literally, I'm going to keep saying it again and again. Literally said it just before they scored. That if you were a Liverpool fan or Klopp, you'd be a little bit unhappy that this is only 1-0. Because the game should be sort of out of sight. It should be at least 2-0 to Liverpool. And it's not. It's 1-1. And if Milan might grow in a bit of confidence now. Here's Lau again. He's cutting in. He's looking to slip somebody in. He's gone himself. Rebic is in again. Little dink. It's going to be a goal. It's 2-1 to AC Milan. It's what's going on. What's going on here? They're in dreamland. They're 2-1 up. Rebic got a shot off again. The Liverpool defence is all over the place. They're like a pack of dolphins. They're all at sea. What's going on? Chocolate Fireguard defending from Liverpool here as Rebic and his crew bring the fire. They're melting in front of the Anfield crowd here. They're 2-1 down. And Klopp won't believe it as we watch it back again. It's lovely little bits of play. They're growing in confidence. Lau drives forward. He slips Rebic in. He's onside again. He gets his shot. He cuts it back, in fact. Rebic hits the shot. And I don't know who scores the goal because I'm getting confused between the two lads who look like Rebic there. I think it's Banneker, isn't it, who taps it in. But Rebic with the shot. Robertson stops it, but he slids into the goal himself. And then the ball comes in. 2 goals for Milan there. Robertson in the back of the net and the ball. 2-1. Lovely stuff from Milan there. And what a game we've got on our hands here. This Liverpool fan looks like he's going to cry there. Don't worry, mate. It's only the group stage. We're not going in the Super League anymore. That's not happening now. It was Diaz who scored the goal. Thank you, Neo. 2-1. And I just want to play something here just for a bit of laugh. Aidan, thanks very much for the super chat. I'll come back to that in a minute. I just want to play you something here. Craig said to me today, if I'm going to wind you up,
Mr. Goldbridge. No arguments, nailed on. Penalty, Mr. Goldbridge. No arguments, nailed on.
2-1 Diaz. Liverpool a right mess at the back. Bottle jobs. Absolute bottle jobs. Bottling it in front of the Anfield crowd. 2-1 Milan. He'll play that on his stream now. Anfield agenda. But lovely, lovely. It's 2-1 to Leipzig as well. It's not 2-1 to Leipzig. It's 2-1. Potential penalty check here. I don't know. We've got games on here. I don't know what happened in the Man City game, but it is 2-1. Everything's going on here. Everything's going on here. It's 0-0. It's not 0-0. I can't get the words out. It's a penalty review here for Manchester City. I think they're going to get a penalty. I'm just going to stop the clock because it's half time in the Milan game, which has been bloody brilliant. I've loved it. Oh, if that's the most dodgiest penalty ever. If that's a penalty for Man City. Oh, he's giving it as well. That is a stupid penalty. And he's giving him a yellow card as well. I just don't get that now. Mahrez will make it 3-1 here, but he's back. The cross comes in, the Man City player heads it, but his back's turned like that. He's turned away and it's hit his hand. He's got a yellow card for it as well. 3-1 to City. I mean, you know, Leipzig come back into the game and then you go and get a stupid decision like that. You wonder what these referees are actually on. You wonder what they're actually on. I think they're worse in Europe on handballs than they are in the Prem. I mean, literally, cross comes in, headed. The gap between the Man City player and the Leipzig player is about that much. The header comes in and the defender's like that. And it's caught him on his arm there. It's really weird. Really weird. And to give a yellow card as well, I mean, I can sort of understand. I mean, Cable says that's not a penalty from a City fan, but I don't know why it's a red. I don't know why he gets a yellow card as well. Why is he getting a yellow card? Like, he literally cannot. It's not deliberate. He's not even looking, so it can't be deliberate. So why are we getting a yellow card for that now? If you want to give the penalty, give the penalty. As I said, in the Champions League, I think it's a joke. But why are people getting yellow cards? Really weird. Anyway, let's not talk about the Plastic City. Let's talk about Liverpool Milan, the proper game. That's a Poundland version. Liverpool against Milan. What a game we've got here. First 15 minutes, Liverpool running riot over Milan. They should be 2-0 up. At least Salah misses a penalty. Early goal from Trent. 4 or 5 good chances for Liverpool. The game should be out of sight. I literally was saying that. And then what happens? Rebic makes it 1-1. And then straight after that, it's 2-1. And Liverpool's defence looking shaky. And we talk about whether they can win the league or not. And whether they can win the Champions League or not. Well, you saw Van Dijk shaking his head. They're going to have problems. They're going to have real problems winning the league when or the Champions League with that defence. It needs to be organised. And just seems as soon as Van Dijk comes out of that team, Liverpool start to worry and become a little bit all over the shop. I mean, how are they going in at half time 2-1 down? I just do not know. Ajax are 3-1 up against Sporting. Dortmund obviously winning 2-1 in that group already. Milan and Real Madrid are 0-0. 0-0 between Atletico Madrid and Porto as well. 3-1 City, 1-1 Paris and Club Brugge. And of course, this game, Liverpool against AC Milan, currently 2-1 to AC Milan, which is fantastic from a point of somebody who doesn't want Liverpool to win, but also just from the game. If it was 2-0 like it should have been to Liverpool, I think the game's over. 2-1 to Milan. This could be a massive result for them, especially, as I said before, when you look at this group, you've got Atletico Madrid and Porto in it. Well, look, Liverpool don't want to be dropping points to Milan, because if you're not in the top two, you don't go through. And it will be Atletico Madrid and Atletico Madrid and Liverpool are the favourites to go through this group. And if you look at Atletico Madrid's team, Oblak, Jimenez, Felipe, Hermoso, Condobia, Llorente, Koch, Lemar, Carrasco, Suarez and João Felix, then Griezmann on the bench. They've Trippier, they've got very, very good players, Atletico Madrid, and they will give Liverpool a game. So Liverpool have got all to do in the second half. I think we're in for a very, very exciting second half, and I hope we are. You just want to be entertained, don't you? As a football fan, you just want to be entertained. We're getting some entertainment tonight, and it was Diaz who scored the goal. Lau had a part to do with it, and it is 2-1 to AC Milan. Give us your thoughts in the chat. Make sure you subscribe, by the way. Bottom right-hand corner. That's football. Everybody's welcome on here. We're very close to 530,000, so make sure you subscribe. Bottom right-hand corner. Salah had to miss at some point. After all, he is human, not a robot. I don't like Salah slander on social media. He's played well, says Vortex. Give praise to Milan, Mark, not just Liverpool's defence, says Red Baron. I think Milan have just grown in confidence. I think the game could have been over, but they've grown in confidence. Fair play. Tarkovsky and me would not concede like that to Milan. Klopp out, Daichi in, says Sean Deitch. Check your phone, Mark. Oh, it's from Craig, is it? Is he moaning?
All right there, Princess. Relax. It's only half time, mate. It's not...
All right, Princess.
All right there, Princess. Relax.
I don't know what
it's
fantasy
only half
has.
time, mate. You know what I mean? Loads of time left for us to turn this one around. We'll get this done, mate. I'm very confident in this. We'll get this done, Goldbridge. Don't you worry about us, mate. This is no young boys of Bern here. This is AC Milan.
I detect a very high... Oh, don't worry, mate. Don't worry. I'll be fine. 2-2, I'll get this done. You're only winning because of a deflected cross. You've only scored because of a deflected cross. Milan have scored 2 legit goals. You sound very worried. The chat agrees. So wind it in and get on your hands and knees. That's not a private thing between it. I meant pray. Lovely banter. So Craig's there over on Anfield Agenda. Make sure you subscribe, by the way, bottom right hand corner. Very excited about the second half. Yes, very, 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 very excited. In real life, do you unconsciously refer to yourself as Mark Goldbridge instead of your real name, says Annabab? No, I mean, I don't talk to myself for a start. Although this is a bit like talking to myself, but it isn't really, because there is a chat. At least they're losing to a proper team, says Seb Goldbridge. Don't ever, ever use my name in those sort of terms. Thing is, United lost with 10 men and actually scored. Liverpool had a jammy own goal. Mate, look, I'll sit here and honestly say there's no comparison to the way Liverpool have played tonight and the way how shit United were last night. Craig is right about that. That's a decent Milan side. It's a very good Liverpool side. It's actually been a good game to watch with a high tempo. It's been enjoyable. What United served up last night, I'd have sent back. So, yeah, definitely not going to be shouting that out. We're 200 subscribers away from 530,000. Please subscribe, bottom right-hand corner, and get involved with the channel. Letting you know, lots of content on here anyway. I've been a little bit lazy recently in doing videos in, like my little 10-minute videos that I like to do. I did mean to do one on Monday reacting to the Premier League and the red card nonsense that we're getting in the Premier League at the moment, but I didn't. So that sort of stuff will be coming back. But the watch-alongs have been very steady this week. So make sure you subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. Get involved with That's Football. Everyone's welcome on here. It doesn't matter who you support. What we're looking to do is on Friday, we're going to do I thought there was a Premier League game on Friday. Oh, no. There is a Premier League game on Friday. I've just got European fixtures. So on Friday, our next watch-along is looking like it'll be Newcastle against Leeds, because I think Leeds are always a good team to watch. Saturday afternoon at 3 o'clock, we're going to be doing covering the Burnley, Arsenal, Liverpool Palace, Man City, Southampton. And then on Sunday, we're going to do Tottenham versus Chelsea at 3:30. Obviously, I'll be doing Manchester United against West Ham at 2 o'clock. On Sunday, and then I think it's Carabao Cup next week, isn't it? So loads of watch-alongs on the channel. Make sure you get involved. You're very, very welcome. I've already checked my phone. I'm not going to keep checking my phone. Thank you very much. And Milan, your beauty. Italian club, says Getafe. And Villa versus Everton on Saturday night, Mark, says Paul Hewitt. Might do it. Can't say I'm definitely going to do it, but might do it. Man City very comfortable against Leipzig at the moment. Bruges currently holding PSG 1-1. Don't know what that means, because I think PSG will comfortably get through that group, as will Man City. Man City against PSG will be a good game to watch. When do they play? Let's have a quick look at that, actually. Champions League fixtures. So this is week 1 of the 6 Champions League fixtures. Let's have a look at when we see the next round of games. In 2 weeks' time, we get Benfica, Barca, Bayern, Kiev, Manchester United play Villarreal, Salzburg, Chelsea playing Juventus. That'll be interesting. Both playing at 8 o'clock, of course. Why are we not getting... Oh, here we go. Real Madrid, Sheriff. PSG, Man City, 2 weeks last night in Paris. That'll be interesting. Liverpool play Porto. So there you go. But in relation to this game, very, very, very exciting second half in store. Liverpool got to get back into it. 2-1 down. And look, it is important. It is important for Liverpool because this is a home game and they do have Milan and Atletico Madrid in their group. So this is not the sort of game that they want to be dropping points in. A point might not be terrible, but a loss is not great for them. So they've got to get it. They've got to get it. Although Atletico Madrid do need to beat Porto as well. They're at that's a 3-pointer as well. So at the moment, Liverpool with a lot of work to do. They've probably made themselves have a little bit more work than they needed to have done, because I think Liverpool should have put this game to bed. Hi Mark, what's your thoughts on Ipswich, and do you think we'll go up to the Championship this year? Says Freddie. I've got no idea where you are in the league. Not justifying the stupidity of Solskjaer, but we did defeat this Milan team. Season is still in very early stage. Let's wait and see how we progress. Says Summerjet, you're going back to a performance from last season that was crap in the second leg in Milan. It's not. I don't think people are understanding the criticism of Solskjaer and his coaches this morning. It's not really the result. The result is always going to get the headline, but it's not really the result. You make a good point there. When we played against Milan last season, they played us off the park at Old Trafford. And at the San Siro, we got a goal because of Pogba. It was a very equal game. Last night against Young Boys, we're 1-0 up. All right, a red card makes a big difference. But the 35 minutes before that, it's one wonder pass by Bruno to get a goal for Ronaldo. The football was generally slow tempo and boring. It's not really the result. Although if you play like that, you're going to get some bad results. The complaint is the way we're playing football. We know we can win games with Ollie, but it's the way we're playing football. That's what's got to change. So I wouldn't focus on the result so much. It's the way we're playing football that's the problem. Club Brugge are playing better. You should definitely watch them second half, says Clinton Sam. Ollie and Fred are keeping me hostage in the basement. I can't do this anymore. Please help, says Donny van der Beek. I can't believe Milan ahead. Silly misses from us, says Oishin. I will agree with that. Obviously, I'm no fan of Liverpool, but I will agree with that. I think you should have put the game to bed. Yeah. But it makes for a good second half not as a neutral. Well, I'm not a neutral. I want Liverpool to lose, but it makes for an entertaining second half at the end of the day, and that's what we want to see. That's what we want to see. Check Manchester United's Insta post. Okay, let's have a look. Bow, bow. Oh, it's a picture of Fred. I daren't look at the comments, really. So, well, one of the nicer ones. What the fuck is this post selling for free? Well, I don't like to see abuse against players like that, you know. But I don't think he's the answer at the moment. I think he needs to come out of the team definitely. But yeah, whatever. Blinded by the Nights from the Weekend, says Connor. Oh yeah, that song just makes me think about the Super Bowl. It's nice to have the American football back, actually, isn't it? The way the BT guy was just hyping Liverpool makes this result even sweeter. This is Faye. Well, the players are coming out for the second half here. Very, very excited to see it. Liverpool are going to have to up their game second half here. Let's just start the clock when it kicks off for you. Make sure you subscribe, bottom right hand corner. See if we can get to 530,000. 100 away at the moment, so bottom right hand corner to subscribe. AC Milan players come out. I'm not shouting them out, they're coming out. Cassie is a free agent next summer, you know. He'll go for free as well. I was talking to Romano about that last week. I think he will go. There's Manan. I don't know whether that's how you pronounce it or not. Ref's ready to go here. Salah's overrated. Look, I'm no Liverpool fan. I'd love to say you were right, but I think you're very wrong. I think Mo Salah's a fantastic player. Begrudgingly, but true. Ref's just about to go. Let me come and I'll start the timer for you. And we're off. Second half. Chat's full of at least we aren't losing to Swiss Farmers. But you're losing. You're still losing. There's no at least. I mean, that's such a failure comment from a Liverpool fan. Like, I'm embarrassed that we lost to Young Boys. I think every United fan is embarrassed. There's no dressing it up in a different way, and I'm certainly not going to argue about what's the better loss. But you've not lost the game yet. Anyway, you probably won't lose the game, but it's a bit of a weak mentality to say at least our loss isn't as bad as your loss. It's 3! Oh, he's offside. He's offside. Ooh. We never gives Klopp stick for these performances. Has too much good grace. It has Ollie. He'd been getting bantered by every broadcaster, says Joey Tuning. Well, let's have a look at this. I'm confused how they are all offside. Oh, he's got offside from the pass. Close. Didn't look like it was an offside, but when you watch it back, it is. This is a cracking question from Nicky, and I'm not going to avoid it. If you could change the manager at Manchester United, would you? Yes. But you can't give me the manager a take. So, you know, some people will say, well, that means you're Ollie out. It doesn't mean I'm Ollie out. You know, if I could change my centre-backs, I'd change them. I wouldn't have Harry Maguire and Varane. I'd have different centre-backs. If I could have different wingers, I'd have different wingers. You know, you're giving me my dream scenario. Would I sack Solskjaer? No. If you're saying to me, I can have the manager I want, well, of course I'm going to. I can think of better managers than Solskjaer, definitely. But you're giving me a fantasy, aren't you? And to be honest with you, I would say people are very stubborn, so they wouldn't say it. But even the most adamant Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, I think if you spoke to Paul Pogba or Harry Maguire or Luke Shaw or Jesse Lingard or Bruno Fernandes and said, you can replace Ole with any manager you want, it's only loyalty that's going to make them not do that. Because in their head, they're going to go, well, I can have anyone I want. So I could have Klopp, I could have Pep. You know, of course you're going to do, because that's a fantasy. I'm fully aware that there are better coaches than Solskjaer, because if you think Solskjaer, if you're saying to me I wouldn't change Solskjaer, then you're either doing it out of loyalty and hope, or you think he's the best manager in the world. Salah might be offside here. I think it's a goal. Liverpool are celebrating, but it's been given. It's been given. He's gone like that though, Salah, so he doesn't know whether he's offside or not. Let's have a watch back. I tell you what, it's tight. It's tight. I think he might be right. I think he might be on. I think the right back's playing him on. Let's wait and see. I think he's on. Atalanta and Villarreal are much tougher teams to beat than Young Boys. United have made it much more difficult for themselves to qualify, says Anabav. It's given. He's given it. They don't mess about in the Champions League, do they? Well, that didn't last long. Didn't last long, did it? No, I was just putting a tweet out about Salah there. I mean, there was quite a lot of overrated Salah talk, and I've got no love for Liverpool. I've just said that. I've got no love for Liverpool at all, but he's very clearly world class. So, I'm not checking my phone. This is that's football. We've done that. We've gone back and forth with the phones. I'm not doing it anymore. I said that at half time. You can have too much of a good thing. Look at Game of Thrones. Milan need to be careful here now though, because Liverpool have started this half like they started the other half. Apparently Mbappe's injured. Callan says Salah's offside in my books. I'd rather replace Ollie's assistants first as I go. I mean, I'd love to see that happen, yeah. Trent shoots over the bar. 40 minutes to go here. Liverpool will be over the moon that they've got it back to 2-2 so quickly, because now it's just game on to go and get the win, isn't it? Sporting 2, Ajax 3. Probably the game of the night, isn't it, goals-wise? Oh, he's got loads of room. Origi shoots wide. I think Milan's best form of defence is to attack here. Pass and move. Do what you were doing on the attack last time. So this is what teams do. Even AC Milan here, they're playing between the lines. They've lost the ball now, but they're looking to move the ball quickly all the time. Now Salah into space. Oh, Manan's got it back. Thoughts on Juve, Mark? Says Enzo. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think Juventus have had a very good start to the league season. They're. Hold on a minute. Oh no, Alisson's got it. Juventus currently are in 16th place after 3 games. They've got 1 point. They've drawn 1 and lost 2. The specific results they've lost are. There's a goal in it for Leipzig as well, 3-2. They've got a goal back. Nkunku scored a couple of good goals for me today as well. Just watching it back. Let's have a look. Game on. Watch it back here. Nice little ball. Nice little header. Little cross. 3-2. No problems with that. Is it Lema coming forward? I think De Bruyne goes. It's Olmo with the cross and Nkunku with the header into the front post. De Bruyne seems to go. It's 4-1 to Ajax now. How does it go 3-2 to? Sporting Lisbon and then go 4-1 to Ajax. Must have been disallowed. So Nkunku makes it 3-2. They're still behind. Still can't say Lamer. Don't know. Referee tripped up De Bruyne. He's all right. Good games. 3-2 Man City and Leipzig. 2-2 Liverpool and Milan. We're getting entertained here. Yeah, just going back to Juventus, their season so far, I mean, look, the cracks were there. Ronaldo was right to get out. If he'd have spent another season there, it would have been a bloody nightmare for him. But they've lost to... their results this season for Juventus, they've obviously beaten Malmo yesterday 3-0. Wait a minute, Salah. They lost 2-1 to Napoli at the weekend. They lost to Empoli and they drew with Udinese. But when they lost to Napoli at the weekend, their lineup, hold on a minute, Rebic, it's a good cross, no one's there. They've got Morata, Bernardeschi and Kulevski, Rabiot, Locatelli, McKennie, Pellegrini, Chiellini, Bonucci. They should be doing better. And their bench has got De Ligt, Moise Kean. It's just not clicking for Juventus at the moment. Why doesn't Salah get the credit he deserves from the media and other fans, says Ekrama? I don't know. You almost feel with Salah, if he was Brazilian or English or Portuguese or French, he would get a little bit more. But to me, he's very clearly world class, like I said. Now, Giroud's going to come on here for Milan, which is interesting because I think that will make them easier to play against. Thoughts on Kessie's performance, Amanchu? It's been okay. It's not been great. It's been okay. Nearly 10,000 watching. Thanks everyone who's tuning in. Liverpool pushing to get the winner here, and Leipzig pushing to get back in it against City at the Etihad. There's a lot of blue seats at the Etihad. The Etihad. I don't want to call it the Etihad. Giroud hat-trick incoming. Yeah, I'm not convinced about Giroud coming on in a game like this. I think Rebic gives them that breakaway counter-attacking ability. We're on 529,920. We're very close to 530,000. So please subscribe. Bottom right-hand corner if you're watching. You're very, very welcome, of course. Get involved with That's Football. We're live with loads of watch-alongs. Friday night we're going to do Newcastle Leeds. Saturday afternoon there's Man City, Liverpool and Arsenal all kicking off at 3 o'clock. So I'll do a watch-along for the 3 o'clocks. And obviously Spurs against Chelsea on Sunday as well. So lots to get involved with. I do need to start uploading some more shorter form sort of debate shows as well. But everyone's welcome on here, so make sure you subscribe. Bottom right-hand corner. Mark, why on earth is City Stadium empty? It's the bloody Champions League, says Funky. In fairness to City, it's a 55,000 capacity stadium and there's two big clubs in Manchester. I think they can fill a... Look, Chelsea's capacity is only 40, isn't it? I think the problem with Man City is that stadium is... I think they do well to get whatever they get, 50 or whatever, because I just don't think they've got that level of fans there, if you know what I mean. You know what I mean? Henderson with a nice ball there. Half an hour to go. And it's 4-2. It's a great goal by Grealish, that. I've got to say. That is a really good finish if you've not seen it from Grealish. Cuts inside, bangs it in the top corner. It's been a good game, that. 6 goals. Cuts inside, bends it in. I mean, defensively, they have got problems, Leipzig. But he's cut past his player and bends it in. Quality finish. He'll love that as well, Jack Grealish. I mean, I don't like the fact that he plays for Man City, but to be honest with you, when he was at Villa, he was one of my favourite players. So I can't begrudge him that. It's a very good goal. It's just a shame he's doing it in a City shirt because I don't like City, but it's a lovely goal. And I do like Grealish as a footballer. I just find I find it a bit weird him being in a Man City shirt, but lovely goal. Then again, that's what he should be doing. 100 million. It's all right putting his hands in his ears or his fingers in his ears, but that's what you got to do, Jack. £100 million player. Let's see if you can go up a level. It's what you left Villa for. And don't forget, Leipzig put United out of the group stage with PSG last year. Could they do it to City? I don't think so. Over 10,000 watching. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Grealish is the fantastic 4th goal for Manchester City. Liverpool have equalised just after half-time here, having gone 2-1 down before half-time. But they're pushing for the winner here. And Milan have just lost their way a little bit here. Robertson. I do like Milan in goal. It's not the same Leipzig, of course. It's a very good comment from Marvin AM there, and it's not the same manager, so it's going to be a very different team. They've also a couple of players not playing who've left. Always find that very disappointing, though, when a player like Sabitzer goes to Bayern Munich. I know we've seen it before with Lewandowski from Dortmund and Goetz and Hummels, but I just don't. It's something that never really happened in our league anyway. I mean, it never happened, really. I mean, Van Persie to Arsenal, but and there are others, but it's the way Bayern Munich sort of dominate that league. It's almost it would be like Manchester United going, right, we want De Bruyne and we want Diaz and we're going to take Salah and we're going to take Arsenal, they can keep their lot. But no, we'll have Saka as well. And we're going to take Kante. That's basically what Bayern Munich do, isn't it? And it's a shame because I've got no problem with Bayern Munich. I think the way the German league is run is very, very good. But I don't, in their quest to be the best, they demean their own league. And I don't mean that that they're doing anything wrong, but I think it's a shame that the best players from the teams that could challenge them end up going to them. And we don't have that in the Premier League, and that's why the Premier League's the best. Mo Salah's never going to go to Manchester United. Varane is never going to go to Liverpool now. And, Lukaku's not going to go to City. And De Bruyne is not going to go to Chelsea. Although he did used to play for them, but not in these circumstances now. I know, yeah, and also Sam Diamond makes a great point as well. We're talking about players. Bayern Munich have just taken Leipzig's manager as well. So that would be like United going, yeah, well, you know what, we're going to take Tuchel. He did well last year. We'll have him. And I know Chelsea fans will go, got no chance, and we haven't got any chance. It's not going to happen. But that's what Bayern Munich do and have done for years in the German league. It's almost like I don't know why they do it. I don't know why any German fans get excited about the Bundesliga, because it's almost like you're playing for second every year. But lots of German fans watch their football in the Bundesliga, but it's almost like Bayern Munich. I don't know. Mane's on for Liverpool anyway, half an hour. Played very well at the weekend against Leeds. Ooh, God, I'm getting a bit tired. I don't know whether I'll be able to watch this Schumacher documentary, but I want to. I like that point from Kathy as well. Bayern do it because they can do it. Let's not pretend United wouldn't do it if they could. Yeah, we would if we could. It would make the league shit, but as a United fan, I ain't going to complain that we're winning the league every year, you know? I'd go, wow, tough, we're bigger. So, yeah. I just think it's a shame for the Bundesliga, but you can understand why Bayern do it, because they can. I think Mbappe was injured, yes, Danny. I'm off to see Ben Foster tomorrow. Podcast. Looking forward to that. Harvey says Mane played terrible on the weekend. His finishing wasn't great. He got his goal in the end, but yeah, I suppose I sort of agree with you, Harvey. You know, he's another quality player, isn't he? Just that his finishing wasn't great, but he got his goal in the end. I don't necessarily think that that's a bad performance because he got a goal and he had loads of chances. His build-up play was fine. It was just his finishing. There is a morning show on the United stand tomorrow. I've got Paul Ince on. He's coming on. We're going to talk a bit about United. And obviously it's on the United stand. And ahead of the West Ham game, because United bought him from West Ham back in the late 80s. So 10 o'clock I'm talking to Paul Ince live on the United stand. So tune in for that. Take some of your questions again. Nice ball out wide. Salah will keep it on. Little back heel. You sense there will be a late winner here for Liverpool. They've got back in control of this game now. Mane. Wild. That's not a trump, by the way. That's my foot on leather. There's a documentary on Netflix. Not that one. About Schumacher. I don't think it's a film, actually. Very sad what happened to Michael Schumacher. Probably didn't appreciate him as much when he was a racer because I wanted other people to race, but there's no doubting what a world-class racer he was. And I just think with Michael Schumacher, the thing is that nobody really knows what state he's in. Because the family have been very good at keeping it very private, which is their right. You know, is he in a state where he can't communicate at all and there's nothing going on? Or is he in a state where he knows what's going on? He's just struggling with his communication. I don't know. Ben Foster wants to come on Driving with Goldbridge. He's already asked. So I'm sure we will get that done at some point. Yeah, that would be good. (5-1) to Ajax now. Still 1-1 with PSG and Club Brugge. Salah on the right-hand wing, and it's a corner. Alex Hutton says, how many Driving with Goldbridge episodes are there likely to be? There's another one out on Friday, and there's definitely another 2 with plans for another 2. So, I mean, basically, it's about who wants to do it and then the time to film them. So, you know, the original... Here we go! Liverpool! Over the bar. Deflected over the bar. It was Jota. Yeah, it's about who wants to do them, really. Because... It's 5-2 for City as well. Well taken goal by Ferran Torres there, by the way. Just skips around the keeper and makes it 5. Or is he offside? He's offside, unfortunately. But Liverpool have scored. Henderson from one screen to another. Jordan Henderson makes it 3-2 to Liverpool. I told you that goal was going to be coming. And it has come. I wasn't quite looking at that screen because I was looking at the offside for Manchester City. But they're back in front now, Liverpool. A bit of a blip before half-time. But they've worked their way back. Manan's a bit pissed off. But let's have a watch of this. It's from a corner again. Liverpool have been very dominant from the corners. Edge of the box. There's not any. It comes to the edge of the box. He's hit it on the half volley. Lovely technique from Henderson. And it's 3-2. Alisson in a bit of bother there, but he puts it out from a corner. Throw in. Do-loo-doo. Do-loo-doo. Yeah, it's basically come to the edge of the box from a corner. It's bouncing and he's cut right across it into the bottom corner, Henderson. So there's not a lot you can do about that. 5 goals and 6 goals, 11 goals across these 2 games tonight. We can't complain about the goals, can we? The goal count's very good. Let's have a look what's going on in the other games. Scores and fixtures. I love this, though. I love this. I hope you all enjoy it as well. I love these Champions League nights. I mean, I don't love the fact that Liverpool and Man City are winning, but I just do love the whole buzz of the Champions League. And yeah, I want United to do well, of course I do, but whether we're in it or not, I still like the Champions League. We've not always been in it recently as well. Go on, switch it wide. Angelino should have hit that first time. Still 1-1, Club Brugge and PSG. Tonali's coming on for Milan. I like Tonali. Let's see what he can do. He's come on for Benfica. Number 8, Tonali. Still 0-0, Atletico Madrid and Porto. That'd be a good result for Liverpool if that stays the same. Ajax are 5-1 up against Sporting. Inter and Real Madrid is still 0-0 as well. Forest are losing 2-0 in the Championship. Birmingham are losing 3-0 to Fulham. Fulham are looking very, very strong in the Championship this year. Stoke 1-1 with Barnsley. Coventry beating Cardiff 1-0. Big shout out to Solihull Moors as well last night. They got the win against Torquay. Was it last night? I think it was last night. Might have been the night before, but good cross by Mane there. Just no one on the end of it. I can't wait for Football Manager to come out, actually. Solihull Moors Bridge. Can you believe that FIFA 22 has put Pepe's pace down as 80 and he's quicker than Van Dijk? What are they doing? Has he got shares in FIFA or something? And also, what do I say about Kyle Walker? He's a Leyton Orient right back with pace. And FIFA 22 has given him pace of 78. It's just like, do they watch football? I just don't get it. How can you give Kyle Walker lower than 80 pace? Like, his whole career is about pace, you know. Or was it? It's a fake card. Oh right, that was a joke. So there we go. It was 92 really. I was going to say, I didn't know. I didn't realise it. But all right, 80 for Pepe is still a joke. I think last year he was 68, wasn't he? I'm not that into it to know, but that was a fake card. So that was funny then. That Hendo goal was Scooby-Doo-esque, says My Big Melons. Scooby-Doo. So Pepe's pace was 66 last year and it's now gone up to 80. But that's not a fake, is it? The Kyle Walker one's a fake. But the Pepe thing, how do you get old? How do you be 38 and then find your pace goes up? Yeah, a lot of people telling me the Kyle Walker thing was a fake. A bit like their fan base, really. But the Pepe one's not a fake. Good running by Curtis Jones here. Shoots with his left foot. Wide. Sterling's on now. Look at the quality of City's bench when you can bring on people like Raheem Sterling and Phil Foden. This lad coming on for Leipzig now, is it Brobby or something like that? He was from Ajax, wasn't he? United was sort of linked to him, actually. Do you like Milan? I don't mind Milan. I mean, I love Italian football. I don't mind Milan. I prefer Juventus, but... what's the game's been like? Good. Brian Brobby. Yeah, he's coming on for Leipzig here. Good young player from Ajax. I mean, Leipzig's a good place to go to, isn't it? If you want to sort of use it as a stepping stone. Champions League football normally. That's a nice ball. So there's a bit of a push on Giroud there. Probably not enough to be getting a free kick, but they're looking to hit. I think the Giroud substitution has not helped Milan. They've not really been able to work the crosses into the box, and he's not the quickest. Bang, 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 bang. 4-3 Leipzig. It's Nkunku again. It's a good game, this, you know. And it's certainly not a game that City can afford to not win. Let's have a look at this. And it's another cross into the box. No, it's not. He slips him in. That's a lovely finish. I'll tell you what, I've got him in my FIFA career mode. Nkunku. And he's doing a good job for me. I think Edison should do better there. FIFA gave to Stegen a 90 and downgraded Ronaldo and Salah. Makes no sense, says Eric Holmes. So that's a hat-trick for Nkunku as well. He'll be on the move. He is exactly the sort... You talk about that Brobby, but he is exactly the sort of player that's going to get a move. Probably next summer. A lot of people will be looking at him. So many good players around. But it's now 5-3 to City. It's unbelievable. I think Donny's even more sad now seeing Ajax winning 5-1. Well, we're losing to young boys, says Joel. Leipzig can't believe this. They get back into... Every time they get back in, that happens. 8 goals, 5-3. Cancelo. Leipzig can't defend is the answer here. It's a good goal by Cancelo, though. Outside the box. Should the keeper do better? No, he can't get near it. It's a good goal. City and Liverpool must be thankful for the new away goals rule, says Claire Carson. I think she's joking. And... Thanks for the super chats tonight, by the way. Have we hit 530,000? Please subscribe, bottom right hand corner. Ten minutes to go. We're 20 subscribers away from 530,000. So bottom right hand corner, subscribe, get involved. That's football, you're all welcome. Bit of a chance here. Cross came in from Hernandez. Giroud jumps. He can't quite get above Gomez. Aki does make City shit at the back, doesn't he? And I do think it is down to him because City don't normally concede 3 goals. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. I'm only stretching my back, don't worry. I feel like a bit of a tramp tonight because I've just put my not pajama bottoms, my tracksuit bottoms. Injury here to an AC Milan player. It's not 5-4. Still 5-3. Oh, God. If you're really going to watch Rennes versus Tottenham at 5:45 tomorrow, or Dinamo Zagreb versus West Ham at 5:15, how bloody depressing. Or Real Betis versus Celtic at 5:15, or Leicester Napoli at 7:45. Now, I've had my fill of football, actually. I'm going to have a break from football tomorrow. Come back for the weekend. You can have too much of a thing. And it's not even a good thing. We've had Champions League. We don't need this conference shit or Europa League. Fair play to Leicester fans. Enjoy it. But my theory has always been when United were in the Europa League, no one else has to watch it. We didn't really want to watch it. I knew somebody'd say it. Rich says you're going to be playing it in January. I mean, look, we've made it harder for ourselves, definitely. But the fact that, I couldn't even be asked to look at what the score was yesterday in the other game. But Atalanta and Villarreal drew. There's a red card here for Angelino. Used to be at Man City, I think. It's all over for Leipzig. It was all over anyway when it went to 5-3. But, yeah, he's gone through... Is it... Cancelo? Definitely a second yellow. I don't think it was a straight red. It probably would have got a straight red in the Prem for that. Could have broke his ankle. It's not 3-3. It's not 5-3. It's not. It is 5-3. It's not 3-3. It's not 6-3. It's not 5-4. It's not 4-2. Maldini's coming on for Milan. $10 to go. Angelino has been sent off for Leipzig, I can confirm. Look at that, disappears. Shouldn't disappear because it's yellow, but Rebic is coming off, Maldini's coming on. I can't believe that PSG haven't won, by the way. Still 1-1 with Bruges. Hi Mark, hope all is good, mate, and keeping safe, says David Johnson. I mean, look, Man City won't go out, but imagine if Leipzig could get a win against PSG and Man City beat PSG and PSG went out of the group stage. That would make my year. I would laugh my head off if PSG got kicked out of the group. Pochettino would be out of a job. Three-piece, and so this is Klopp's got no tactics. He just chooses constant pressure. It's not a game of FIFA, mate. What does Ollie do? Press the L1 button and press it all the way down to part of the bus. It's not even the L1 button, is it? I can't think what it is. It's just the side button, isn't it? You just press the side button. Gaming. I love it. Bang, 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 bang. Milner's on for Henderson. Constant pressure is better than parking the bus. You're right, United. You're right. I think Liverpool will get this done now. 5 minutes to go. Mark, what do you think Ollie would do with City players to Sunday? I mean, you know what? I think in football, some things are never going to happen, are they? But I would like to see an experiment of what Pep would do with United for a month and what Ollie would do with City for a month. I mean, if you could have an experiment like that, you know, like wife swap or whatever they call it. That's not something I've ever done. What do they call it? Yeah, it is called wife swap. It used to be on Channel 5 where your wife, you know, what they do is they'd have a rich guy and a poor person. And basically, well, I don't even like the term poor person. You basically have a couple who were rich and then you'd have a couple who lived on benefits. And they'd swap the wife for a week. So basically the rich wife would go and live with the guy who was on benefits, and the woman who was on benefits would go and live with the rich guy. And what normally would happen is that the rich guy's wife didn't work, so she was quite privileged, and then the wife of the guy who was on benefits, she was bloody doing everything, you know, and then, you know, at the end of the week, the privileged wife wouldn't get on with the benefits guy, but the rich guy would get on with the woman who did everything there. So that's what it's called, wife swap. So I'd like to see something called manager swap. Most expensive clothing you bought, Stone Island, says Matt Hancock. I haven't got any Stone Island. Bang, 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 bang. No, you're all thinking about the sexual wife swap, but there was a programme on Channel 4 called Wife Swap, and they didn't go and have sex. It was like they'd spend a week living their life. And what I'm saying is I would like to see manager swap happen, where Ollie goes to City for a month and we get Pep for a month. And then after a month, we compare what happened. You never know. Ollie could go to City and they'd love him, you know. Pep could come to United and fail. Porto goal has been disallowed, by the way. Liverpool on the attack here. Man City have made it 6-3. Jesus makes it 6-3. They are down to 10 men now. Mark, what's a good run in the Champions League for United, says Sekil? At the moment, getting out the group. We didn't do it last year. I mean, I'd like to say, with someone like Ronaldo and Varane, you'd like to say that semi-final, but at the moment, we've just got to get out the group. I mean, Atalanta and Villarreal will be well-organised sides, and the concern is they're going to take 6 points from young boys, and we can only take 3 now. So We're going to have to beat one of them. Messi's finished. Well, I haven't watched the game, but it'd be interesting to see how it goes. I mean, the thing about Messi is that, remember, his heart really wasn't in the PSG move. So he's got to adjust his whole life, his whole family, his whole footballing, dream life. His whole life has been Barcelona. It matters. Now he's at PSG, and it's like, well, I'm making a lot of money, but he's got to readjust. I'm sure, people thought, well, Messi's the greatest player there's ever been. Fine, but you've still got to cut him some slack in adjustment. Mentally, if your mind's not settled, it can have an impact. Also, PSG won't play the same football that he's been used to at Barcelona. I mean, I haven't watched the game at all, so I don't know how he's played, but I'm just, hypothetically. Seems like a tennis score in the Man City games, this path. Yep, second set's just started. Five minutes added on at Anfield. Milan have not really been in this second half, I've got to be honest. I think that early equaliser from Salah feels a long time ago now. And Mane could make it 4 here. But he's held on to it a bit long. But yeah, it seems a long time ago, and that was the thing. Milan needed to keep it 2-1 for a little bit longer than they did. And then, maybe a point was on, but to be fair, Liverpool have been good for the win. Milan have been competitive, but the quality of the Premier League has shone through again, hasn't it, in both games, Man City and Liverpool. I say the quality of the Premier League. I do realise that Manchester United lost to a Swiss side last night. Apologies to the rest of the Prem. Thanks everyone who's tuned in tonight, by the way, as well. Make sure you subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. Lots of content to come over the next few weeks. Still 4 minutes. Milan need to get up the pitch, though. That's the problem. They've not been able to get up pitch. Real Madrid have won it late at the end. Camavinga with the assist. Real Madrid have scored against Inter Milan late on. Serie A in the mud. Both Milan teams losing. La Liga coming through. La Liga is still the second best league in the world, isn't it, really? Oh, Milner there, cynical. He knows what he's doing. Hi Mark, as a United fan, it hurts to see Man City dominate any game like this. I envy their style of play, and that should be us playing with that mentality and styles as mobile gaming. Don't disagree, mate. Don't disagree. I think that's what many United fans are saying. It's the style of play. It's not necessarily the result. The results will come with the style of play, but we're grinding results out. We're playing very negative football. We're playing very confusing Stoke City 2010 football. But this is a chance for Milan to put a cross into the box from the free kick. Tonali. And Liverpool clear it away. Good 3 points this for Liverpool. Especially when you consider 3v2 here for Liverpool. Good tackle. He's done well there. Especially when you consider that Atletico Madrid are drawing with Porto. So they'll top the group. be a late free kick for Liverpool, right in the corner with a minute and a half to go. Still 1-1, Club Brugge and PSG. I mean, statistically in that game, can I just tell you as well, I think they're quite interesting here, stats. 64% possession for PSG, but Bruges have had 7 shots on target to PSG's 4. So it's not been a shock. It is a shock, but not in the sense of the flow of the game. It's not like a smash and grab draw. They've actually played well, Club Brugge, so fair play to them. This game's about over. But well done to Club Brugge. And Atletico Madrid 0-0. Real Madrid have won it late in Milan. Rodrigo with the goal. Very equal game there, to be fair. Milan are going to have to do something ridiculous here. And they get caught on the ball again. Kessie is going to have to launch it with 30 seconds. Matip and Trent will just put this out for a throw-in, surely. Oh, he's not. Cleared it there. And a shot over the bar. That'll do. That'll do. That'll be the win for Liverpool. Klopp knows it. Leipzig have done well, but they can't defend. If you look at what Leipzig have done in the Bundesliga this year, they just can't defend. So, Kessie's better than Messi, says Adil. Well, it's finished here. Liverpool have won 3-2. 3-2. And then he said, I thought I got that wrong for a minute. You didn't. You got it right. You got it right. Good win for Liverpool. Probably should have put the game to bed when it was 1-0. Could have been 2 or 3-0 then. 2-1 down at half time. They win it 3-2. Good goal by Jordan Henderson to win it. He'll be happy with that. Should still be playing for England. Henderson should be playing for England still. I don't know why he doesn't. But do you think Solskjaer knows he got it wrong, says Maverick? You just don't know with Ollie. You just don't know. Sometimes I think Ollie thinks he's doing a good job after a result like that. It's whether he can acknowledge that the football's not good enough or not. I don't know. I hope he doesn't think it's a good job. Anyway, look, Liverpool, Man City have smashed Leipzig. It's been a very enjoyable Champions League watch-along. Thanks, everybody, for watching. If you missed the United Stand show earlier, it's up there. Ronaldo Mission Impossible. Check that out. I'm back in the morning with Paul Ince on the United Stand live at 10, so make sure you tune in for that. Thanks, everyone, for watching. Really enjoyed spending the evening with you watching the football. And I'm going to go and watch the Schumacher documentary now on Netflix. So I'll speak to you all in a bit. Thanks for watching.